everybody, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on ExcellentCrates. This is something that I've been using since I decided to start a Minecraft server. Basically I'm just going to go over how to set it up, and yeah, let's get straight to it. So we come over here, I have all my crates set up in a very orderly fashion. You know, I have my amethyst crate, diamond crate, and of course the dark crate. Now, as you can see, if I want to left click on these, it'll let me preview each individual crate. So, as of dark crate, I don't have anything in here. Diamond crate, obviously I don't have anything in here. But amethyst crate, I do have something in here. Now you can see I have all of my individual stuff, items that or rewards that people can win. But yeah, so that will let you preview each individual crate. Now, if I would do this /crates editor, that'll take me into the GUI of the crates editor, and then I can add more crates or add more keys. Now let's go here, just delete this. Okay, so let's say you want to create a new crate, right? Well, you're going to go to this little anvil right here where it says new crate and click to create one. Now let's just say I want to name it bronze crate. We'll just do bronze, because if you do bronze crate, well, it'll just end up being bronze crate, which is kind of silly. I don't think anybody would want to name it that. So if you click to open it, it'll take you to the crate setting GUI, where you can see all these individual little categories that you can click on to edit certain parts of the crate. So to start with, we have the name. Well, if you click on this, it'll let you rename the crate in case you just want to change it to something different. You have the description. I don't have any descriptions on mine, so that's not really too important. Most people probably don't care about this anyway. Then you have the crate item. So the cool thing about the crate item is, if, let's say, you have a bunch of crates that you have set up in the top. Back here, you have a bunch of crates, but they're all shaped like a chest. Well, that's not very helpful because, well, if I have these, I can identify easily which crate is which. So if we go here, and let's say it's a bronze crate, I can just do this. Go to my inventory and just type in shulker, for example, because that's what I'm using. Click on the shulker box, and then go back to crates editor, and click on crates, and then the bronze crate. Well, now I could take this and drag it onto here, and boom. Now we have a bronze crate. Now if we go back, we can easily identify which crate is a bronze crate because it's brown, which is the closest color to bronze that Minecraft shulkers have. So if we click on this again, now you can see the preview GUI. You can't really change this unless you go into the previews directory of the config for the ExcellentCrates. So obviously we just have it set as default. Then you go to the opening animation, where let's say click on it, and then it'll show you opening. You have all these different openings that you can use. You can try them out for yourself. I'm not really going to go over them. It's kind of self-explanatory. Then we have the link block. Okay, so the cool thing about the link block is what really activates the crate. So if I left click on this, it'll give me a link tool. Since we're using the brown shulker box as our bronze crate, we're going to place it down, click the link tool, and boom. Now our link block is linked. It'll say linked and then yes. So now our block is linked. Next we have the block pushback. So let's say there's nothing in there, there's no rewards, you don't have a key to activate the crate. It's going to do this. It'll push you back and say, whoops, there are no rewards for you, try later. This is because either you haven't added any rewards to it, or the key command is not set up for people to receive keys. So we're going to go back into crates editor, click on crates, and then bronze crate. Okay, and then next we're going to go over cost options. This is the important part, especially if it's a store like Tebex. You're going to really need to use this in order to have players activate the crate. So here you can see all these vacant slots. These are the cost options. This says no data, so it's not really important. We're not going to really worry about that. I'm going to click on this, and we're just going to say, we're going to do bronze key. You're going to need a bronze key to open up the bronze key crate. I'm going to click OK. And now we see cost option, bronze key, and it says no cost to find, and you'll see a status invalid. This means it is not fully activated yet, so we're going to click on the bronze key, and here is the bronze key GUI. You can change the name, or you can drag and drop an item to replace the icon if you're not happy with the trial key icon. Here is what we're going to worry about. We're going to click on the vacant slot, and then we're going to either do currency or key. Since I have a store set up with Tebex, obviously I'm going to choose key, because when people purchase a key off of the Tebex website or my store, it'll run an in-game, it'll run a command and give a player a key after they purchase it. So we're just gonna go to click key, and then we're gonna choose. Well, we don't have we haven't set up a bronze key yet, so we're just gonna choose the dark key. Click 1, and boom, now we have a key set up. So you go back here, it'll say status good, all entries are valid. So now it's fully set up to whenever, let's say someone buys a key off your store, then it'll run a command to give them a key after they purchase it. This is something I really struggled with at first until I watched a bunch of other YouTube videos, and it took me forever to find something because not everything is very simply explained. So now we're going to go back, and then we'll go over the next part. Permission requirement. It's disabled. Obviously, this is not too important. I wouldn't worry about this too much. The open limits. So if we click on this, it'll let you set the crate opening limits per player. So basically, let's say you have this enabled and you have a cooldown, and let's say they bought 5 keys. Well, you don't want them to open it rapidly, so you can just set, you can just set a 10-second cooldown, and then you can open, let's say, 5 crates in 1 per minute. So you have a 10-second cooldown between 5 crates, so that's 50 seconds, and you can open about 5 crates per minute. We're not going to use this because this is not really important. Next we have the crate effect. So the cool thing about the crate effect is, let's go over here. So you can see as my amethyst crate, my diamond crate, and my dark crate all have very special nice effects to them. These are all helix effects because that's just what I seem to like the most. This is cherry blossom, and then you have soul fire flame, and then last but not least pale oak leaves. So if we go over here and do /crates editor again, we're going to click on the crates and then the bronze crate, and then we're going to click on the crate effect. Here you're going to click enabled because you want to enable it, and then you're going to have the effect model, which you can change and choose to your liking, but I personally like helix. So if you go through these, you have helix, sphere, pulsar, spiral, simple, beacon, hearts, tornado, vortex, and helix. Then this is the fun part, the particles. It gives you a really nice GUI of all the special stuff you can use. So since we're using a bronze crate, I'm just going to look for something that, corresponds with the color of the crate that I'm using. So we're just going to, soul right here. We're going to use soul because obviously it's, brown. Click soul, and then click enabled, and then click OK. Now if we look here, you can see that it has a special effect on it now with, bronze tannish color. I don't really know what that is. But yeah, now you have a special effect set up on your crate. Now we're going to do crates editor again to go over the rest. Editor, editor, and then click on bronze crate again, and then you have rewards. So the cool part about rewards is that you can have any certain item, like let's say you want to make this a very expensive crate and you have very expensive items in here. Well, that item, you're going to take it from your inventory and drop it onto the reward crate. So let's just say this is a netherite helmet. We're going to do item reward because that's the thing that you want to choose, and then if you click on this, you can edit the reward settings. So you have permissions, which is not very important. The limits, not very important. The win broadcast, this is just a display on your server, like whenever someone buys something, it'll display it. You have the rarity and weight. Now let's say you have something very enchanted, like you have a lot of enchantments on it and it's super powerful and OP. You're going to want to make this mythic. Now the difference between the rarities is, between common, mythic, and rare. Each individual rarity is going to determine whether that reward is the easiest win or the hardest to win. So let's just say, for example, this is a netherite enchanted helmet with prop 4 and all the goodies, and we just set the weight to 5 because we want to make it really hard to get. So we're going to set it to 5.0 and click OK. Now if we go here, go here. Okay, well it's not really working. I'm not really sure why it works on all my others, and I'll show you that if I click on this, you'll see that it is a rare. So it has a 15.432 chance of winning. The mythic is a 3.03, 15.432, 7, 3, 15, 15, 3, 6, and 15. So yeah, I'm not really sure why it's not updating. Maybe it's just a bug. But if we go back here into the crates editor, and then click on the crates again, and then yeah, so that's how rewards works. If we click on this, we're just going to go ahead and delete this, and then go back. Then last but not least, we have the milestones. We're not going to worry about the post to open commands. But if we click on milestones, we can create a new milestone. let's say I want people to open 10 crates. And that's my milestone. We're going to click on T to open the chat, and then we're going to type 10. Boom. Now we have a milestone of 10, and it's all set up. We're going to click here to leave the input, run command, and then we're going to go back here, and we're going to go ahead and unlink this and break it. Now, last but not least, to the crates editor, we are going to do to keys. So now with the bronze crate, I have a bronze crate. Well, now I need to make a bronze key. So if I go here and type in bronze key, and boom, it'll create a bronze key for me. I probably should just type bronze. So whenever you're making a key, just type in bronze, or whatever you want to use. There's no need to type in key after it because it'll look janky like this. So if we go ahead and click on this, you have virtual key item, which is where you can drop an item onto it, and then you have the display name. So I'm just going to go ahead and change this to bronze. Place item name. Okay. Okay, so virtual, I'm not really sure what this does. I've had no need for it. But if you have any questions, I might have already figured it out by now, so make sure to drop them down in the comments. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this key, go back, and go ahead and delete this crate. Boom. So yeah, that's about it for the items editor, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments, and thanks for watching.